Here's a headline from Technology Review, MIT Technology Review. And you know how they get down at MIT, don't you? Headline, Meet Altos Lab, Silicon Valley's latest wild bet on living forever. Funders of deep-pocketed new rejuvenation startup are said to include Jeff Bezos and Yuri Milner. Last October, a large group of scientists made their way to Yuri Milner's supermansion in the Los Altos hills above Palo Alto. Let me get this out of there. Don't want to listen to the misfits right now. They were tested for COVID-19 and wore masks as they assembled in a theater on the property for a 2-day scientific conference. Others joined by teleconference. Milner is a Russian-born billionaire who made a fortune on Facebook and Mail.ru and previously started a glitzy black tie breakthrough prizes, $3 million of award given each time, blah, 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 blah. But what are they doing? What are they doing? They are looking to live forever again. This is all they're looking to do. That meeting has now led to the formation of an ambitious new anti-aging company called Altos Labs. According to people familiar with the plans, Altos is pursuing biological reprogramming technology, a way to rejuvenate cells in the lab that some scientists think could be used to extend and revitalize entire animals' bodies, ultimately prolonging human life. Now, this is around the same time, ladies and gentlemen, that RT, I think we're going to be playing it tonight in the second half of the show, along with a couple other things related to this evening. Oh, I mean, we're going to be playing it in the network programming after the show on quitefrankly.tv. RT came out with another little bit of a roundup of what's been going on with blood transfusion technology, blood transfusion initiatives from young people into old people who just can't let it go. You're getting old. It's time to go. And they talk about all these experiments with rats, and I wanted to save a little bit of it. Maybe we can use it again, recycle it for a night that we do on vampires in the month of October when we start getting spookier and spookier. But the real spooky thing about a lot of these blood transfusion talks is that just like with vampires in the old stories, you are talking about the sapping away of blood from the young, sharing that kind of life energy with the old. And the old can start doing things that they were doing when they were young again. Running up the hamster wheels and jumping all around and moving with vigor and actually appearing younger. Whereas the young people who still have their young bodies are slowed down, acting as if they were older rats. And it's just like, draining Mina. It's really, really weird, but they continue on. They talk about how Ambrosia got shut down, but now they're coming back, and it's all massaging this into the public. The new company, incorporated in the U.S. and the U.K. earlier this year, will establish several institutes in places like the Bay Area, San Diego, Cambridge, U.K., and Japan, and it's recruiting a large cadre of university scientists with lavish salaries and the promise that they can pursue unfettered blue sky research on how cells age and how to reverse that process. I wonder how many dead babies they're going to need for this. Some people briefed by the company have been told that its investors, including Jeff Bezos, the world's richest person, who stepped down as CEO of Amazon in July because we all thought he was going to get arrested, and weeks later risked his life by jumping into a rocket capsule to reach outer space. Technology Review confirmed that Milner and his wife Julia have invested in Altos through a foundation. Among the scientists said to be joining Altos are Juan Carlos Ipsuliza Belmonte, a Spanish biologist at the Salk Institute in La Jolla, California, who has won notoriety for research mixing human and monkey embryos, and it was predicted that human lifespans could be increased by 50 years. Salk declined to comment. Also joining is Steve Horvath, a UCLA professor and developer of a biological clock that can accurately measure human aging. Shinya Yamanaka, who shared a 2012 Nobel Prize for the discovery of reprogramming, will be an unpaid senior scientist and will chair the company's scientific advisory board. Yamanaka's breakthrough discovery was that with the addition of just 4 proteins, now known as Yamanaka factors, cells can be introduced or instructed to revert to a primitive state with the properties of embryonic stem cells. By 2016, Belmonte's lab had applied these factors to entire living mice, achieving signs of age reversal and leading him to term reprogramming potential elixir of life. Now, it makes you wonder why at the same time they're trying to extend life, as if they're interested in life, they're also trying to extinguish life by encouraging people to go familyless, to go childless, familyless, just in general. They want people to be loners, single, jerking off in a pod, eating crickets for the rest of their lives. And they're constantly talking about overpopulation of the earth. So as they're trying to figure out ways to thin out the population of the earth, they want those who are staying behind, at least a select few, to be able to live at least another 100 to 5,000 years longer. As if there's no room for them. They need a little bit more room, a little bit more time to explore every nook and cranny of the planet that is just too overpopulated, I guess. So they're going through this, and of course a lot of rich people are talking about where they want to go with it all and how it's going to be happening. A major question now is how to tailor reprogramming to see if it can safely rejuvenate animals without killing them, and whether the process can be carried out using ordinary drugs rather than via genetic engineering. To me, the Yamanaka's factors are not realistic for use in the clinic, Serrano says. They involve the introduction of genes, some of which are oxygenic. This is hard to pass through the filter of regulatory agencies. So there's a lot of problems here. Well, they're doing a lot of experimentation with gene therapies right now, aren't they? I guess we can figure a lot of things out. I know a couple of people who seem like they have aged massively since getting their shots. I don't know. But there's just so much more to say.